Folks, as promised, a special double episode today. Now, this is rare. This is something that we don't do a lot, but fortunately enough, I was lucky enough to get two players to come on the show at the same time. So let me give you a breakdown of who we're talking to. One player is number 7 overall in the world. She's 1298 score. Number 1 Karma in the world. Number 1 M4A1 in the Americas. And number 9 magazine killer in the world, Samuel. God, how you doing, Samuel?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for joining us. We also have an 821 level player, number 45 in the world, number 7 Karma in the world, number 23 M4A1 in the world, and number 25 Famas in the world, Bubbly 2319. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I have two highly ranked top 50 players in the world stopping by, talking while aiming. I am doing great. This is going to be fun. This is going to be exciting. Let's get into it. We have two great players here. They both stopped by to talk on aim, talk on the subject of aim, talk a little bit about their own personal interests, what makes them tick, and what makes them such effective killers in the game. Let's get into it. First off, ladies, I got to know your favorite map. Let's start off with something easy. Samuel, what map do you just feel like you've got a great handle on, and what makes you feel so dominant in that map?
I'll have to say Legend for me.
Really? Not on one that gets called a lot. Why Legend?
Because, you can climb up on the little spots, snipe people from like across the map, or on the ramps, on each side. You can hide, in the corner a little bit, get them from like the side without them knowing.
Now you are someone who is primarily, I would say, M4A1. Is that fair enough to say?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel that is a good gun for Legend? It's utilitarian, can use in all situations?
Yeah, I would say yes. You can use any gun really for any map, or you can stick with the one that you've used for a long time. But yeah,
Okay.
I think that the M4 would be fine for any map for me.
Okay. I think that's probably true for you, knowing how effective you are with it and how many times you've killed me. Bubbly, you like the M4 so much it's in your profile pic, but you are also known as a top 5 player in Europe for the M4. What is your favorite map, and do you use the M4 on it?
Yeah, so my favourite map's AIM, and
Okay.
I love the M4 on it. Yeah.
Now, AIM is a condensed map. It's tight quarters. It's sometimes or called the most chaotic map, I would say, just because of those tight quarter kills. Why do you do so well in AIM?
I just you just got to stay hidden a little bit, you can't, it's so funny when you see new players kind of running straight across the bottom, like doing a little circle. I'm like, nope. I like watching the side, so I like watching them trying to make it to spawn, and you're just standing there like, nope, But you do have to watch for the grenades, because if you don't move quick enough, the grenades will get you. Your grenades get me a lot in AIM.
Thank you very much. I use a lot of them. I definitely am someone who throws 4 at a time in AIM at times. When you look at other maps, are there maps where you look at it and say it doesn't matter if I'm more experienced than other players? Is there a map that either of you feel that can kind of level the playing ground? It doesn't matter if you're good or not. Obviously you're both extremely effective players, but when we're talking tournaments, when we're talking with other competitive players, are there maps where you feel it doesn't matter how good you are? There's areas that might neutralize you. Samuel's thinking, I can tell.
I want to say about maybe Blizzard or Sandal.
Why is that?
People like to, hide, by the walls, on that map, or push a lot, or go towards the middle a lot, and try and drive by kill you through that middle.
You can't stay in the middle unless you're Prez for a very long time. But if you can hold that middle in either Blizzard or Sandbowl, you can cause some real damage. Has that ever been an approach for either of you?
Usually for me, I would go towards the middle, not often, but I would go to the right and then I would zip through the middle and try to get people drive by killing a lot.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
that doesn't happen often.
What about you,
Yeah,
Bubbly? Is that an
yeah, I usually just the only time I don't really go down the middle, to be honest, from like spawn. I'd usually just look, and if there's someone there, I'll try and get them, but then I'll move to the side, and then I'll go to the middle and cut through. You can't really go down. Well, I don't find it very effective going down the middle from spawn because they've got spawn protection, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to die. So,
Mhm.
or you get to the middle, and you look on your left, but there's one on the right, and then you're dead. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talk to me about karma. Both of you are very high ranked in the world in karma. What does it mean to both of you that you are thought of so positively amongst your peers in this game? Bubbly, you go first.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's nice that you can be. I try and just go in the game with a positive attitude, and I think that's just paid back in karma. But yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like to
Okay.
hand out karma. I'll hand out karma to anyone. If I hear like a new player who's young and they're really positive, I try and get their name so I can give them karma because I think that's what the game lacks a lot of the time.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, and I do want your answer on this, Samuel. So think about that because let's get your take on it now before we jump into giving karma to younger players and what that can do for the game. Samuel, you're number one karma in the world. Number one karma in the world. That means you're the most popular person on this game, I guess. What does that mean to you?
I would really call myself the most popular, in the on the game. I would try to make people laugh, like all my friends that I know. I make Raven laugh a lot. Usually, I guess I'm just a very cheerful person on the game. I make people laugh. Feel feel good. So I mean, I don't really know why I'm number one in the world, but I I appreciate it a lot, really.
Well, I will say that as someone who has been killed by you a lot, again, folks, I want to remind everyone. Okay, this is not me saying anything out of the ordinary. Samuel's a 1298 player. 1298, that's a lot of killing, and she's killed me a lot of times. So
Me too.
yeah, you and Bubbly as well. So it's not just about being a good player. It's about how you go about your business while you're talking to all these players. And I have to say, Samuel, you're very positive. Both you and Bubbly are very positive people. Hence the top 10 karmas. I think that's great. I just wanted to say that it's nice to have two top 10 karma people on here. I think that speaks highly about the game and about both of you as players. Let's talk about the 5-person assault team. I said to you before we started, you two are coming on here together. Obviously, you're friends. Are you both going to be on each other's 5-person assault team? Is that the plan?
Actually, no.
Oh,
No.
okay. You each have your own. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, Samuel, give me a speed run here. We're not gonna do a lot of in-depth analysis because we do have more that we have to get through. But of course, I want to give you a chance to give your 5-person assault team. So let's do this. Samuel, you give me your 5. Bubbly, you have yours queued up and ready to go. Okay, Samuel, who are you picking on your 5-person assault team?
I'll have to say Prez.
Prez is great. FAMAS player, deadly. Who else?
Rio.
Rio Illo. Now, he is a great player. You, of course, have to keep him under control, make sure he doesn't get mag happy.
Yeah.
Definitely a solid player. Who else you got?
Stray J.
Stray J. I love it. Stray J 82. Now, again, this is someone we're going to have to put on injured reserve until she's back fully. I believe she's down with a shoulder injury currently. But again, since this is a hypothetical that we're never putting into practice, let's put her on your team. And you're the 4th member of that team, Samuel God. Hell of a player. 1298. And who's your final pick?
J Dash.
Jay Dashla, bringing in yet another mag killer. Now, what I would say with this team is that if you're holding ground, that's great. I would be worried about a lot of these folks freelancing. Do you think you're going to be able to corral them under the Captain Samuel title?
Maybe not Rio, but I would do my best, keep him under control.
Okay. You know, Samuel, there's nothing wrong with occasionally just turning these crazy people loose and letting them do their thing. That could also be a very valuable strategy as well.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you for that 5-person assault team. That's a hell of a team. Bubbly, who you got?
So I've also got Mr. Prez.
Okay, you're rocking with Prez. Are you putting him in the FAMAS position as well?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
all right.
Deadly.
He's very deadly with that FAMAS. Lord knows
Yeah.
that. Who else you got?
Jay Stray.
Okay. Now, are you going to have him using the M4?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you thinking M4 for you as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got two M4s and a FAMAS. Who else you got?
Fuzi.
Fuzila?
Yeah.
Haven't heard that name in quite a while.
I know.
Hell of a player.
So
Haven't
good.
heard
Great
from her in a
sniper.
bit.
She'll
Okay.
always get you from the back of the map. You never know where she is till she gets you.
Very frustrating. There's a number of
Yeah.
players that could fall into that category. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And who else you got?
Voice and Panic.
Voicing Panic. I hear great things about Voicing. Only played him a few times, but yeah, smooth player. Not a lot of gaps
Yeah.
in the game that I can see.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a map, and Samuel, I'm going to circle back to you on this one as well. If you had to pick a map where this team, Bubbly, could do the most damage, you've got Bubbly, you've got Prez, you've got J Stray, Fuzzy, and Voicing. That's a hell of a team. I believe Voicing J Stray used to work on the same tournament team as well, so there's probably some good communication there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you thinking?
I would probably say Sandbowl, to be honest.
Okay.
I think we would get quite far with that.
I would not want to face this team in Sandbowl. Now, again, with a 5-person assault team, there's a lot more spread out. That's 2 to a side, 1 in the middle. You could maneuver your team very effectively with 5. But you're thinking with this team, especially if I would think with the sharpshooting abilities, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's circle back to Samuel. Samuel, if you've got to put this team, Prez, Rio, Stray, J82, and J Dash in a situation to do some damage, where are you going to put them?
I would have to say aim.
Okay. Controlled environment, tight corners. Is this a freelance operation, or are you going to assign areas of responsibility?
I would have to say freelance a little bit because Rio would, he'll get happy and he'll start throwing grenades or getting them with the M4 like very, very quickly.
I can see that happening quite quickly. All right, folks, we are only a third of the way through our interview with Samuel God and Bubbly 2319. We will be back right after this. Everybody stay tuned. 1 second. This. Folks, we are back with Samuel God and Bubbly 2319. We are into our second session of our marathon interview with 2 of the top players in the world, currently sitting at top 10 in Karma, top number 1 in various categories. These ladies are lethal as shit, and they've come to visit me. It's so nice of them to do that. I'm going to do that one more time and not say shit. Folks, we are back. Folks, we are back with Samuel God and Bubbly 2319, 2 of the greatest players in the game today, both of them highly ranked. Bubbly currently sitting at 821, Samuel God at 1298. Ladies, we had some fun in that first part of the interview. Now we're going to go a little off script. Are you ready to play the game that I told you about over the break?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ladies, we're going to play Killer Hypothetical. The rules are simple. I explained the rules to Bubbly and Samuel over the break. I have compiled hours and hours of recorded footage during my time playing AIM. I was going to use it to, analyze patterns, do different things like that. But I have all these saved videos. What I was able to do is upload them to an AI platform along with all of their data, along with all of my data, stuff that I was able to pull together, a lot of spreadsheets. But again, AI can handle all that. What it happened is it spit out some hypothetical situations, and we're going to put Bubbly and Samuel through them and see if they come out right or wrong. So they're going to have to guess the hypothetical and whether or not they'd win or lose. So I've combined Bubbly and Samuel's totals, divided them, So it's a summation of their average. It's not them individually, it's their total. So they're 1059 and they're Bub Sam or they're Sam Lee or whatever you want to call them. But here we go. Ladies, your combined avatar is up against Northern Savage in aim. Do you win or do you lose?
Win.
When
That is correct. You do win against Northern Savage in aim. That's a pretty given one. I'm no match for these two. Okay, so you're 1-0. So by the way, folks, this is best out of 5. These ladies have to get 3 or they lose. Okay. Next up. This is again something we've actually gamed out. You're up against Jay Stray in tight quarters in a mag fight. Do you win or do you lose?
Win.
When
I would
No,
say
I'm
win.
sorry. Unfortunately, you lose. Sorry about that. You lose that one. So you're 1 out of 2 so far. Next up, you're up against Sergeant Slaughter with a pistol and Gustavo. Do you win or do you lose?
Lose.
lose.
That's correct. You do lose. That's correct. So you get that one correct. Okay. This next one's a pretty good one. You're up against Coolest Carp for Karma. Do you win or do you lose?
When
Win.
Oh, that's correct. You win. All right. So you've already got this thing locked on. You've gotten 3 already. So you've already won the match. This last one, I'm sorry, is a little personal, but it's the situation that's it's spit out is if Samuel faced Bubbly with an R90 in Blizzard in a death match, who wins?
Sam.
Folks, okay. We're not even going to let it. There's no hesitation.
No.
Are you sure, Bubbly?
100%.
Okay,
Sam
you're just giving it to Sam. Okay, well the computer agrees with you. Ding ding ding. Well done.
Oh my god.
In a one-on-one death match, you would kill your friend with an R90.
Yeah.
That is what the computer said. So thank you both for playing Killer Hypothetical. It was fun. Hey, we're going to be doing more games like this, folks, as we progress. I did a situation with Phil, the boss, last night. More games like this coming. Stay tuned. We've got more with Bubbly and Samuel right after this. That was. Well, we're back live right now, Samuel. So you don't have to ask a thing. I just want to have a good conversation, folks, with my friends Bubbly and Samuel. Samuel, you were one of the first person that I met when I joined this community, and you were very nice and you were very, very, polite to me while you killed me multiple times. What is it that you both feel is important about reaching out to those younger players and getting them involved and making them feel like they're part of this community?
I would think so that they can get the experience and meeting all these really high level people. They can learn how they can do all that, and all these younger players that are really positive. I think that's best for the community, like Budley said earlier, because we need more of those, because there's a lot of not positive people on, and then there is positive people. So like that would balance it out.
I think I couldn't agree more. I think that positivity needs its place, and I'm very happy that I have 2 such positive people with Karma on here sharing the love. So, Bubbly, when you look at where this game could go, okay, you're one of those people I think that has perfected the running and shooting. The number of times where you just crisscrossing me and bam, there's my headshot. I know that you're a hell of a player. I know that you get asked to be on tourney teams all the time. What needs to happen with this game for the tournaments to take it to the next level?
I think it needs a little bit more exposure somehow. I don't think enough people know about the game. So whether that's people who enjoy it that maybe share it with their friends, or write on the on the Meta Store, leave a review about how they like it, and it all helps. So I do think we've got a good community for the tournaments. But I think there could be more players added to it. There's definitely great players that are low levels, and they're amazing. And I would want them to get the same chance as everyone else. So
would both of you be in support of having all-star games by ranking, where if you're at a 500 level and below, you can play in a certain tournament. If you're between 800 to 500, you're playing in a tournament. If you're 1,000 to 800, you're in a tournament, something like that.
I just don't really think levels are everything at the end of the day. Like, I know maybe a 200 level player that plays better than me, to be honest, or like a 900 level. I don't think ranks is effective
Okay.
by level. I think it should be by skill.
Samuel, what area of your game do you still want to work
on? What do you mean? Like what area? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, all right, no one's questioning that you two are both. Let me start again. You're both lethal as shit. Okay, why don't I keep saying shit? I don't know. I have a swear word problem today. You know what the problem is? I interviewed Phil today, and that dude swears a lot.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
I gotta work on my mouth. Anyway, you're both very, very good players. You both have your strengths, but to say that every single player is hyper focused on only one gun would be a disservice. You obviously you try to expand what you're good at if you want to get really good at this game. Is there an area? Is there a weapon or a sidearm or something you just haven't used as much, and you think, man, I could really start to develop my game if I use that a little bit more?
I would have to say the AP85. I've been using that a lot here recently.
Okay.
That's what I would work on with more is the AP85.
Okay. And what is it about that gun that you like?
It just feels right, and it don't have so much like recoil on it as other pistols do.
Okay.
I just feel comfortable with that pistol personally.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bubbly, if there was a new map, what would you want to see on it?
Probably a larger map. Like the size, maybe like the size of Gallery or something, bigger than AIM, bigger than Sambo, and just better like obstacles and little hiding places. I don't know what kind of what theme I would want the map to be, but probably something that's good for snipers or like M4s or something like that. Maybe not so much pistols, but yeah.
I heard some kid the other night say, "Man, I'd love to do a warehouse." I don't know how they'd figure out, but if you had like stacks of boxes and it was like a maze inside of a warehouse, and you had catwalks around the outside or something like that, I think that could be a lot of fun.
I look at Black Mage, and there's so many places that you can hop up and snipe from, but there's so many in the map that you can't access on Black Mage that I think would just be great if you could get there, but you can't, So yeah, something with a lot more option.
Interesting. Okay. Looking at the future, when you're pulling together an all-star team, when you're pulling together a Merc team or something like that, what categories, and this can be either of you, okay, to answer this one, what qualities do you look for in a teammate if you're actually going out trying to win a tournament, which is very, very different? Now, I'm not a tournament player. I've played sparingly. You are both regulars. You get asked to play all the time. I understand completely why. What do you look for in a teammate, or what do you look for in a team setting that makes an effective team?
I would probably say the most important thing is having a level head, not to get frustrated. You need to communicate to each other. So if you're going to get frustrated and you're screaming down the microphone, that's not going to fly, Level-headed, yeah.
Is it sad that I think you just explained why I don't get asked to do this ever?
No.
Well, they just summed up why I never get caught, because I do. I growl at people. I yell, "You son of a," So that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Like if I was to pick a team, then I would probably choose someone that's just straightforward, just says what they need to say. You can go and work in that, and hopefully bounce off each other as a team.
I think that's excellent. When I think of someone who's about as excitable as a rock, I think of like Cosmic Shooter. Players like that are always steady, always calm, always in control. Meanwhile, I'm out there. I know I've growled at both of you repeatedly.
It's funny.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
I
funny.
glad I could provide comic relief. Samuel, what about you? What are you looking for? Communication is important. Calm, steady, level head. What else?
Yeah, I'll have to say, call outs are very important. Like say so and so is on the left, like, watch out, just talking like Bobby said, and talking is the most main important thing. You know, I would just say call outs are just the top thing that everybody needs to hear because usually some players don't do that and they'll get confused or they'll get, shot and be like, hey, why didn't you tell me like they were there? You know what I mean?
I think it speaks to a player's reputation if they get call outs like look out for that dude, stay away from her, oh my
Mm.
god, Samuel's on the left, Bubbly's coming up the middle, get the hell out of there. That speaks to your quality of play, I would say. When you think about the future of AIM, okay, AIM XR, I always try and work this question in. Is it bright? Is it something that do things need to change? What's the future of AIM?
Mm, for me, for changes, it would have to be the constant lags, usually because like it'll happen a lot, or the random gun jams, when you can't shoot and your gun gets stuck, both your hands and you gotta drop it, and have like somebody shoot you and you gotta respawn, or I would just say just lags in general because that's been happening a lot to a bunch of people here recently, or them shooting and it's not hitting anybody, like you're hitting someone dead on and it doesn't kill them at all. I think that needs some fixing in the future. Hopefully, it does.
Okay, Bubbly, any thoughts?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I usually get, because I play in American servers, obviously I'm in Scotland, so I usually get a little bit of lag and, a little bit of delay with the shooting and gun jamming, which I'm pretty used to playing with. But just last few days actually, it's been really bad. Even though it says my ping is fine, and mention it's fine, I don't know what's going on, but it's really frustrating. So hopefully
Right.
they even it out. Yeah, fix it
Yeah,
up.
it's never a case where I think the developers don't, they aren't paying attention or aren't
Yeah.
aware of it. It's always just, I know that this is a free game. So when they fix it, they fix it. My
Mhm.
attitude's always been like, if they fix it, great. If not, we roll forward.
Mhm.
But I love the game. It's too much fun. I'm not giving it up.
Mhm.
Folks, believe it or not, that has been an hour with Bubbly 2319 and Samuel God. I can't tell you, ladies, how much fun I had talking with both of you. Thank you for coming on Talking While Aiming. Any last words for the fans out there? I think this is going to be a double episode coming out in the new year.
Nice.
Welcome to 2026. I hope everyone's having a great new year.
Yeah.
Anything else you ladies like to add?
No, thanks for having us
No, thank
on.
you.
Yeah, I hope to see you in the game. Growling.
All right, growling away, right? All right, ladies, we'll see you out in the battles.
All
Have
right.
a good one.
Thank you.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Okay.
And you're clear. Hey guys, Northern Savage here. If you made it this far, then obviously you like the content. Please smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep building up those content lists and doing all the fun stuff you like us to do. So, hey, smash that, do that thing that you're supposed to do. I don't know. I'm still figuring all this stuff out, but thanks.